Reddit, one of the world's most popular websites, is now fully back online following a day-long virtual lockdown. Volunteers who work on the forum staged an online protest on Friday by taking some of the website's main sections offline. They're angry because a Reddit employee who runs a popular section called Ask Me Anything has been suddenly sacked. The forum has interviewed many celebrities and politicians in the past, including US President Barack Obama. So, what is Reddit? Well, it's been around for at least 10 years and it bills itself as the front page of the internet. It's a combination of a social network, news aggregator, and it's got thousands of niche message boards. The message boards are maintained by volunteer moderators. Many of them have got millions of subscribers. And it's these boards that were shut down in solidarity. David Auerbach is a writer and software engineer, and he's author of Slate.com's technology column, Bitwise. He joins us live from New York via Skype. Thank you so much for being with us. Companies sack people all the time. Why is this so important?
Well, so Victoria Taylor was Reddit's director of talent, and she was very beloved by the site's user base, and in particular, the set of volunteer moderators who really keep Reddit running, because each individual forum on Reddit is run by volunteers rather than by actual Reddit employees. And Taylor in particular was responsible for helping coordinate the Ask Me Anything interviews with celebrities and politicians. And apparently in that job, she'd done a fantastic job. And when she was let go, they didn't even bother to tell the volunteer moderators, that she had been let go, and pretty much left them in the lurch. And what they said was that they were certainly bothered by her firing, but they were also, it was just sort of the last straw as far as what they perceived as the Reddit company's lack of communication and appreciation of all this free volunteer labor they get that basically keeps the site running and profitable.
Because, David, if I understand it correctly, this isn't the first time that there's been some changes made to the website that have upset the volunteers. That's correct, isn't it?
I don't think it's ever gotten to this point before. I mean, in general, the Reddit community is somewhat unruly, but what's different this time is that the moderators in general have not revolted against the company itself. That's what changed this time, because the moderators actually hold a great amount of power and were effectively able to hold the site hostage. Reddit users can cause trouble, but Reddit relies on the moderators to keep the users sort of in line. And so that's what we saw differently this time, is that actually their unpaid volunteer labor are the people who are really upset with Reddit now.
David, I understand that Reddit hasn't offered any explanation as to why this staff member was let go. I'm guessing there's probably a lot of speculation on the net about this. What are you seeing?
There's been a lot of speculation. Nothing has been confirmed. The explanation that's sort of been batted around the most is that she was not comfortable with some sorts of changes that were being proposed for the Ask Me Anything section of Reddit, and that these had to do with commercializing and trying to profit more off of the
Thing. David,
feature.
sorry to interrupt.
But this is still speculation.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, but I'm just trying to get an idea of the scale of the importance of this thing. I don't want to belittle it in any way, because obviously it's a very complex issue and we're not getting very much information from Reddit. But what I don't quite understand is that because a member of staff is sacked, that there has been such a massive outpouring of support for her and against Reddit.
Well, it's not, again, it is partly for her, because they saw her as someone who really did pay attention to them, unlike the rest of Reddit. But I mean, this is coming from the fact that communication between corporate Reddit employees and volunteer moderators has been terrible for a long time. So trouble has been brewing for a very long time. And this was sort of the straw that broke the camel's back, that the individual I Am Ace subreddit went went dark while they figured out what to do, and then a lot of other Reddits decided to go dark in solidarity with them.
David
So
Auerbach,
again, it's not that this is an isolated incident, but that by Alexis Ohanian and the co-founder's own admission, communication has been terrible, and Reddit has simply not given their volunteers the support they need. And this is how they're finally revolting.
David Auerbach is a writer and software engineer. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.